If we're on the beach, I will punt a football 60 yards in the air. Hey, I'm Tyler Larson. I have a YouTube channel called Music is Win, and you are watching Feedback Loop by PRS Guitars. I would have cheeseburgers with Jimi Hendrix. Do I have to say why?
You could.
I have no idea why I said that, but I like cheeseburgers and I like Jimi Hendrix. It's either my SC245 or this one that I've just gotten to play. It's the beer truck, and apparently, Paul will have to give you the real story, but apparently if Paul got hit by a beer truck and died, they would still be able to build his guitars because they built this guitar. I can't remember the story, I'm sorry, Paul, but somebody built this guitar who wasn't Paul, and it's great. I would have Angus Young's SG, because it's Angus Young's SG. There's a joke that the first thing somebody does, a guitar player does when they win the lottery, is they buy a guitar store and it's closed Monday through Sunday. I'd do that. I'd close the factory Monday through Sunday. It's only for me. I'm being it. I still learn from all the guitar players and bass players and drummers who are at this camp. I'm at this camp right now where we're filming this. So the Granger brothers, I've learned from Paul, I've learned from Brian Ewald, I've learned from Mia Simone, and I've learned from Michael Alt. Some of my old instructors like Tomo Fujita, I learned from him. I learned from my favorite guitar players like Joe Satriani and Steve Vai and Guthrie Govan. I fiend endlessly for education. The last band or album I listened to was Avia Musicom by Eric Johnson. I was trying to discover the secret to his guitar tone on Highlandrons, and I, in fact, did discover it. It's sitting right down below. It's a flanger that was in Paul Reed Smith's studio. Favorite Hendrix lick is probably the half-step minor sixth bend on the B string, and you catch the G string with a bend from nowhere, pulling it back down to create a fourth. So, hard to do on acoustic. That's a good question, because I'm so good at, hold on, I'm gonna stop myself right there. Something I've done my whole life, but I'm still bad at. Play video games. I'm terrible at video games, but I love playing them. I might have been good one time, like when I was 12, but I don't remember that. So let's just say I've been bad for my entire life and I get owned. I'm a noob. I would be an NFL field goal kicker. That was what I was going to do if I didn't get into Berkeley. Well, I didn't have a guaranteed job in the NFL, but I was going to play in college. I was going to be a kicker, because that's what I did. I was a soccer player in high school, and then I pulled my hamstring, got cut from the soccer team, and I was like, I didn't like you guys anyway. And the football team, you can't get cut from the football team where I was. It turned out soccer players are really good kickers, and having a good kicker in high school is a valuable asset, and it turned out I was pretty good, and the team was really good. And we won all the state championships. And if we're on the beach, I will punt a football 60 yards in the air. That is such a funny combination of songs. The answer is yes. And the reason I reacted that way is because when I was in my late great Uncle Jim's basement at 12 years old, there was a media player. I don't know if it was iTunes. It was one of the first media players on computers that had the song libraries that you could download MP3s. And there were tens of thousands of songs that were burned from CDs into the computer. So any of these songs could have came up on shuffle. Randomly, I'm just down here in his basement, click play, the first thing that comes on is Cliffs of Dover. I'm like, what is that? I'm 12, remember, I don't know what's going on, but I know I like the sound. Listen to the whole thing, my mind's melting, and the next song that plays is Eruption. So that's a recipe for guitar addiction. It's a Tim Ferriss question. Life-changing item. Whew. I mean, it's gotta be a loop pedal. If we're looking at it from a guitar perspective, because when I bought a loop pedal, I got a used loop station for $90, and it completely transformed my rhythm guitar playing, and my creative process was enhanced 100-fold, and I just kind of found a new side of my musicianship. So for guitar players at least, get a loop pedal or a loop station, ditto looper, they're all good. I do what's called babysitting. So when a video posts, I make sure there isn't any horrible negativity that rises to the top, which thankfully my audience is pretty respectable and good people, I would say, a majority. So nothing really comes up like that anymore. There was a time when it was like an influx of people where I had to, especially during certain types of content, some things would rise to the top. But I think YouTube as a whole kind of has a good system to filter that stuff out these days. But yeah, I mean, I have to be in touch with what people are saying and what they want, and I think it's fun. The live Belief solo from Where the Light Is. Love the upward rake. Like that thing. Hell no. I would smash all my guitars before I ate pineapple on pizza. Feedback loop. Feedback loop.